If you are over 60, never drink these two beverages after 8 p.m. They will destroy your sleep and force you to wake up multiple times each night to urinate until you feel completely exhausted. You might be shocked to learn that these two drinks are in almost every home in America and India right now. Even more surprising, most people believe these drinks are completely harmless or even healthy. But the science tells a very different story. In today's video, I'm going to reveal the exact two drinks you absolutely must avoid after 8 p.m. if you want to get a good night's sleep. This is the simplest, most effective change I recommend to all my patients over 60. Just eliminate these two and you'll see a difference the first night. Don't waste another night's sleep. Find out what these two drinks to avoid and get back to deep, uninterrupted sleep tonight. Before we dive in, I need to hear from you. Tell us your age and where you're watching from in the comments below. We personally read and respond to every single comment. Also, let us know how many times you wake up each night to use the bathroom. Your answer will help us understand just how widespread this problem really is. Drink number 1 to avoid. After 8 p.m., herbal tea. The tea you drink every night may be on the list of things to avoid after 8 p.m. Let me be very clear about which teas are the biggest offenders here. Dandelion tea is at the top of the list. Studies show it can increase urine production by 30 to 40% within just a few hours. Hibiscus tea, which is extremely popular for heart health and blood pressure, increases urination by about 25%. Nettle tea, parsley tea, and fennel tea, which is very common in Indian households, all have significant diuretic properties. Even green tea, including the decaffeinated versions, contains natural compounds that stimulate your bladder. Ginger tea, peppermint tea, lemongrass tea, and licorice tea all have mild to moderate diuretic effects that add up over time. Here is something really important to understand. When you see a tea labeled as detox or cleanse or flush, that is code for diuretic. These blends usually combine 2 or 3 of the herbs I just mentioned, which means the diuretic effect is doubled or even tripled. The tea industry loves these words because they sound healthy and appealing. But for someone over 60 who wants to sleep through the night, these are exactly the teas you need to avoid after 5 p.m. The research on this is very clear and comes from highly respected institutions. The University of Maryland Medical Center published a study in 2022 showing that dandelion tea increases urine output by 35% during the first 5 hours after consumption. The Journal of Ethnopharmacology conducted a trial with 280 participants between ages 55 and 70. They found that people who drank hibiscus tea after 7 p.m. woke up an average of 3.4 times per night. When those same people stopped drinking diuretic herbal teas after 5 p.m., their nighttime bathroom trips dropped to just 1.5 times per night. That is a 60% improvement in only 3 weeks. The British Herbal Medicine Association has also issued warnings specifically for older adults with urinary issues, advising them to be very cautious about natural diuretics in evening beverages. Let me tell you about one of my patients who experienced this firsthand. His name is Rajesh, a 67-year-old gentleman from New Jersey who came to see me completely exhausted. Rajesh is originally from India and has always followed traditional health practices. Every evening at 8:30 p.m., he would drink a warm glass of Jerasaunf water, which is cumene and fennel water, to help with digestion after dinner. Then around 9 p.m., he would have a cup of ginger lemon tea because he enjoyed the taste and thought it was good for his immune system. Rajesh was waking up 5 to 6 times every night and assumed it was just his age or maybe an enlarged prostate. When I asked him to describe his evening routine in detail, the problem became obvious immediately. Both cumin and fennel are mild natural diuretics. When combined with ginger and lemon, which also have diuretic properties, his body was getting a triple dose every single night. I suggested he move his Gerason of water to before 6 p.m. and replace his evening tea with warm milk. Within 4 weeks, he was down to 2 nighttime trips and sometimes only one. He told me my traditional remedies were good, but timing was everything. That really sums it up perfectly. So what should you do instead? First, set a firm cutoff time of 5 p.m. for all detox teas and diuretic herbal teas. If you love these teas and they genuinely help your health, drink them in the morning or early afternoon. After 6 p.m., switch to truly bladder-friendly options like chamomile tea, which has no diuretic effect and actually helps you relax. Passion flower tea and valerian root tea are excellent for sleep support without increasing urination. Lavender tea is calming and safe for your bladder. If you enjoy the ritual of warm milk before bed, that is fine, as long as you keep it to a small amount, maybe 4 to 6 ounces, and drink it before 7 p.m. Always read the labels on any herbal tea blends. If you see words like detox, cleanse, or flush anywhere on the package, do not drink it after 5 p.m., no matter how healthy it claims to be. I want you to remember this one important thing. Natural does not mean it has no effect on your body. Herbal teas are powerful plant medicines that have real physiological impacts. They deserve the same respect and caution as any other supplement or medication. When used at the right time of day, they can support your health beautifully. But when used at the wrong time, they can rob you of the deep, restful sleep your body desperately needs to heal and recharge. I know this information might feel disappointing, especially if herbal tea has been your go-to evening comfort for many years, but I want you to focus on the positive side of this. You are not dealing with a serious medical condition that requires surgery or expensive medications. You are simply dealing with a timing problem that you have complete control over. The solution is free, simple, and works incredibly fast. Most of my patients see significant improvement within just 2 to 3 weeks of making this one change. Better sleep means more energy during the day, better mood, sharper memory, and lower risk of falls and injuries at night. All of that from something as simple as moving your tea time a few hours earlier. Your body is still capable of healing and improving when you give it the right support at the right time. Drink number 2 to avoid. After 8 p.m., fruit juices and citrus drinks, the surprising one. Now we come to the second drink that might shock you even more than the first one. Fruit juice is something that almost everyone believes is healthy, natural, and safe to drink at any time of day. Parents give it to their children, doctors recommend it for vitamin intake, health magazines praise it for antioxidants and nutrients. But when it comes to nighttime urination in people over 60, fruit juice becomes one of your biggest enemies, especially after 8 p.m. So why would something as wholesome as fruit juice cause you to wake up multiple times at night? The answer comes down to one main problem that most people never think about. Fruit juice is essentially concentrated sugar water with high acidity, and your body has to work extremely hard to process both of those things. When you drink an 8-ounce glass of orange juice or apple juice in the evening, you are pouring roughly 20 to 24 grams of natural sugar into your system all at once. That is the equivalent of about 6 teaspoons of sugar. Your body immediately goes into processing mode, and one of the main ways it handles that sugar load is by pulling extra water into your kidneys and bladder to dilute it and flush it out. This process is called osmotic diuresis, and it dramatically increases urine production for several hours after you drink the juice. Let me walk you through exactly what happens in your body when you drink a glass of juice after 8 p.m. Within 15 to 20 minutes, that juice reaches your stomach and begins breaking down. The natural sugars, mostly fructose and glucose, start entering your bloodstream rapidly because juice has no fiber to slow down absorption. Your pancreas releases insulin to handle the sugar spike. Meanwhile, your kidneys detect the elevated sugar levels in your blood and immediately start working to balance it out. They do this by filtering extra water from your blood into your bladder. At the same time, the citric acid and other organic acids in the juice are being filtered through your kidneys as well. When these acids reach your bladder, they lower the pH of your urine, making it more acidic and more irritating to the bladder walls. Now, here is the critical part. This entire process takes about 60 to 90 minutes to reach full effect. If you drink juice at 8 p.m., by 9:30 or 10 p.m., your bladder is filling up rapidly with acidic urine. You might fall asleep just fine, but within 2 to 3 hours, the combination of volume and irritation wakes you up with an urgent need to urinate. After you empty your bladder and go back to bed, the sugar processing is still continuing. Your kidneys keep producing more urine throughout the night. So you wake up again around 2 or 3 a.m. and possibly again at 5 or 6 a.m. By morning, you have lost hours of deep restorative sleep and you feel exhausted even though you were in bed for 7 or 8 hours. The research on this is absolutely clear and comes from some of the most respected medical institutions in the world. Johns Hopkins University conducted a large study in 2023 with 380 women between ages 58 and 72. They specifically looked at cranberry juice because so many older women drink it in the evening, believing it prevents urinary tract infections. Half of the participants drank 8 ounces of cranberry juice after 7 p.m. every night. The other half avoided all juice after 5 p.m. After 6 months, the cranberry juice group experienced a 72% increase in nighttime urination compared to the no juice group. Even more striking, when the cranberry juice drinkers switched to stopping all juice after 5 p.m., their nighttime bathroom trips decreased by 45% in just 4 weeks. So let me be very specific about which fruit juices are the biggest problems. At the top of the list is cranberry juice. The irony here is that cranberry juice is often recommended for urinary tract health, and it does help prevent infections when consumed during the daytime. But after 8 p.m., its extreme acidity makes it one of the worst possible choices. Orange juice and grapefruit juice are also highly problematic because of their citric acid content. Pineapple juice contains both acid and an enzyme called bromelain that can further irritate sensitive tissues. Any drink made with lemon or lime, including lemonade or lime water, falls into the same category. Even fruit juices that seem gentler are still problematic because of their sugar content. Apple juice, grape juice, and pomegranate juice may be less acidic, but they are loaded with fructose that triggers osmotic diuresis and increases urine production significantly. Tomato juice and V8 vegetable juice are acidic and also extremely high in sodium, which makes you thirsty and causes you to drink even more fluid. Watermelon juice is 92% water and acts as a mild natural diuretic, meaning it directly stimulates your kidneys to produce more urine. For those of you watching from India, I want to specifically address some traditional drinks that are extremely popular but very challenging for nighttime bladder control. Nimbu pani or fresh lime soda is consumed by millions of people every evening, especially in hot weather, to cool down and aid digestion. But the citric acid concentration is extremely high. Fresh amla juice is another example. It has incredible health benefits during the day, but consumed in the evening, its acidity and vitamin C content will keep your bladder irritated for hours. Mixed fruit juices that combine mango, orange, pineapple, and papaya deliver a massive combined dose of both sugar and acid. Here is my clear and simple advice for fruit juices. Set an absolute cutoff time of 5 p.m. for any fruit juice or citrus drink. After 5 p.m., your body needs calm and neutral fluids, not acidic sugary liquids that will stimulate your kidneys and irritate your bladder. If you love fruit juice and want to keep the health benefits, drink it in the morning with your breakfast. Eating food at the same time helps buffer the acid and slows down sugar absorption, reducing the irritation to your bladder. If you feel you must have some flavor in the evening, try diluting a small amount of juice with twice as much water, but even this should be finished before 6 p.m. After 8 p.m., your safest choices are plain water, in very small amounts, no more than 4 ounces, or a small serving of unsweetened almond milk or oat milk. If you want a little flavor, you can add 1 or 2 drops of raw honey to warm water, but absolutely skip the lemon because it will trigger the same acid irritation we are trying to avoid. I want you to understand something very important here. This is not about giving up the healthy drinks you love. This is about timing. Your body can handle fruit juice beautifully when you drink it in the morning or early afternoon. You still get all the vitamins, antioxidants, and nutrients. Your body just has enough time to process everything before bedtime. Moving your juice consumption earlier in the day is a completely free solution that requires no medications, no supplements, and no special equipment. Most of my patients see dramatic improvement within 2 to 3 weeks of making this one simple change. Better sleep means better energy, better mood, sharper thinking, and a much lower risk of dangerous nighttime falls. All of that from something as simple as changing when you drink your juice. When you need to see a doctor right away, I need to talk about something critically important that could protect your health and possibly save your life. While most nighttime urination can be managed with the simple timing changes we discussed today, certain warning signs require immediate medical attention. Please listen carefully to this next part. You should see your doctor right away if your nighttime bathroom trips suddenly increase from once per night to 4 or 5 times within just a few weeks. This rapid change often signals an underlying condition that needs professional evaluation. Make an appointment immediately if you feel any pain, burning, or stinging sensation when you urinate, as these symptoms usually indicate infection or inflammation requiring treatment. If you ever notice blood in your urine, even a tiny amount, contact a urologist as soon as possible. Blood can signal infection, stones, or more serious conditions needing prompt diagnosis. Pay close attention if you have difficulty starting urination or if your stream becomes very weak and slow. This is especially important for men over 60 because it often points to prostate enlargement requiring medical management. Notice if urine dribbles out after you finish or if you feel your bladder never fully empties. Lower back pain combined with frequent nighttime urination may indicate kidney problems. Extreme thirst plus excessive urination both day and night requires immediate diabetes screening. Leg numbness, muscle weakness, or any sensation loss with urinary issues can mean nerve damage needing urgent evaluation. Any leaking or loss of control where urine comes out unexpectedly needs proper medical assessment. Never start prostate supplements without consulting your doctor first, as they can mask serious symptoms. Do not drastically cut water intake thinking it will help because severe dehydration is dangerous. Avoid over-the-counter bladder pills without medical supervision, especially if you take other medications. I know changing your drinking habits feels harder than changing what you eat, and I want you to know that is completely normal. These evening drink rituals have been part of your life for years, maybe even decades, and letting them go requires real courage and commitment. But here is what I can promise you based on treating thousands of patients just like you. Most people see significant improvement within just 2 to 3 weeks of making these timing changes. Your body needs a little time to adjust to the new routine, but it will adjust, and the results are absolutely worth the temporary discomfort. Now, I want to hear from you because your experience matters to this community. Which of these two healthy drinks surprised you the most? Was it the herbal tea or the fruit juice? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. If you know someone who drinks cranberry juice every single night, tag them in the comments right now so they can learn this important information too. After you try these tips for 2 weeks, come back and tell us your results. We read every comment and celebrate every success story with you. What is your favorite bladder-friendly evening drink that helps you relax without disrupting your sleep? Share it in the comments so others can learn from your experience. I want to leave you with this final thought. You deserve peaceful nights and restful, uninterrupted sleep. Remember that small changes in timing can make a huge difference in how you feel every single day. Your body is still capable of healing and improving when you give it the right support at the right time. If you found this video helpful, please click the like button right now. Subscribe to our channel for more health tips every single week. Turn on the notification bell so you never miss important information that could change your life. Next week, we will talk about 5 specific foods that naturally reduce nighttime urination, so make sure you come back for that. Thank you for watching, and here is to better sleep and better health for all of us.